So the ocean provides, and we're going to put these guys on the coals. So I'm just going to walk you through a couple of things that we're going to do to make sure that these crayfish and this fish get a good burial in our stomachs. So we're going to do a crayfish braai, and invite you guys to join me for this journey. Let's do it. Radio, so we got our fire started, a couple of fire lighters and some charcoal, chuck them in the Weber, and then we're going to start getting everything prepped for the crayfish. Right, so to the kitchen. Cool, so I'm crushing up a bit of garlic because I'm going to make a garlic butter oil lemon juice thing. And the way we're going to do this is slowly pour some generous amounts of olive oil into a pot, add your crushed garlic into it while it is cool, and then heat it up so that garlic infuses in there. Once you got that going, grab yourself 2 lemons and slice them in half, like this. Squeeze the lemon juice into the pot and get the thing nice and boiling. Once it's got a rolling boil to it, add your butter, add a couple of pinches of salt to taste. You'll see that happening now, and leave it for a few seconds and switch it off. Right, now for the crayfish, you're going to grab the biggest knife that you can, preferably a sharper one. I use the blunt one here. Stick it between the 2 eyes and horns of the crayfish and just apply pressure until you chop them in half. Now they've got a lot of shell and legs, all sorts of things that you've got to get through, so sometimes it takes a bit of time. Hence why I recommend using a sharper knife than the one I used over here. But eventually we did get it right. This painful scene does end. But once you got the crayfish in half, you just want to scoop out anything that looks brown and icky, including the poop string. You're going to see the poop string in a second as it is discovered right there. That thing, take it out. Cool, clean the rest of the crayfish out and get your braai ready. Once your coals look decent, we're going to slather as much of our butter mixture onto the crayfish as we possibly can, because crayfish doesn't have a lot of fat in it, so the more liquid you add to it, the moister it's going to stay while you braai it. The problem with braaiing crayfish is it often dries up, hence the butter, so be generous. So the reason why I generally use butter and olive oil is the butter keeps the olive oil from burning and the olive oil keeps the butter from burning, so it basically win-wins. It hides the temperature of heat on it. Cool, so place the crayfish on the grill and lay them shell down. So what's going to happen is the heat's going to transfer through the shell and cook the meat in the shell, so the shell is half like a pan. It does get a bit tricky because you want to fit a whole bunch of them onto the braai, but you got to play Tetris. If you played Tetris as a kid, awesome. By the way, that silver packet over there, that's our fish. You'll see a bit more of that in future episodes and a little bit more, in this episode. So, once the crayfish is on the grill, got your nice set packed up over there. Make sure they're evenly spaced. You don't want the shells to burn too much on one side. Make sure that you've got, just a good conservation of heat. Crayfish needs to cook a bit evenly, so you don't want to have one hot side and one cold side. But you get the picture. Put your lid onto the braai and leave it for a few minutes. And of course, after a few minutes, take it off and apply more generous amounts of our oil, butter, garlic, lemon, juicy salt thing, which is just going to add moisture and obviously bring out that crayfish flavor. That seafood flavor goes great with butter, olive oil, salt, and garlic. I should say that 10 times fast, butter, oil, salt, and garlic. Yeah, but as you notice, that smoke is getting in there, infusing quite a good smoky braai flavor or grill flavor, depending on where in the world you're from. And just move them about, make sure they don't stick. And as you notice, these guys are turning opaque, they're going white, the flesh is getting cooked, it is looking delicious. Braaiing just makes me so happy. It's so much fun to do, and the fact that I dived these out myself just makes it so much better. Right, so flavor's getting in there, smoke's getting in there. Turn them if you want to get a bit of a char on that flesh, but if you do, be careful that you don't do figure A right here. Look at that waste. Right, to serve the crayfish, I made like a savory rice dish, some roast vegetables, and of course my wife fixed a awesome green salad, and we had it with the fish too. That was a fish that I speared. It was a nice bronze bream. You see the crayfish is looking awesome, the millies are cooked, the butter is there for dipping. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Obviously, I'd like you to subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more I make, the happier you are, the more crayfish I get to dive, and the most awesome it becomes. Guys, as always, I'd like to see you playing with your food. Play with your food, enjoy fresh food the ocean provides, and we'll see you on the next video. Have an awesome day. Cheers, goodbye.